You really need to provide content and be able to convey it. That's why let's have a rehearsal moment for this now. And tomorrow or the day after, be ready that at any moment I will invite you on stage to introduce yourself to the entire audience of 130 people. Okay, let's go. Marfa Sandar.
I am the first organizer of the podium branch.
By the way, yes. Oh, you are the first overall organizer. The first branch was organized by Marfa in Yakutia. Yes, it was the first branch in Yakutia. In Yakutia, then we did it. Yes, that's it. It's in history, you understand, Vadia. Now this can't be erased from history. No matter who did what, which branch, we have a person here. Marfa was the first. I was the first user. And you are the first podium. And you held the first big branch. You also have a title. You will tell.
Well, and of course it was scary, yes, because in Yakutia the mentality is such. People are closed. It's a northern region. We survive. We have to endure -50. Everyone is cautious. But I gathered all the masters. And thanks to the podium, I gather all the masters in the south and organize international conferences where Andre and Lena were speakers. Oh yes, it turns out that right after the branch, you held a conference a couple of months later.
Was this your first one?
Second.
Second?
In March, there will be the third conference to which everyone is invited.
And the sponsor and global and the podium all at once in one block?
Thanks to the world. Thanks to the podium, I grew from a simple master to a speaker. And the day after tomorrow, I will perform on the main stage with a topic about partnership, development, scaling to the world. This has been my dream, and it is being realized with global esports. That's why I love global. I am happy to meet everyone.
Thank you, Marfa. Mariana, the floor is yours. Just keep the microphone close or hang it up if it's convenient.
Hello everyone, my name is Mariana Terzi. I've been in permanent makeup for 15 years. An old lady.
Veteran, you are veterans. Where are your awards?
Well, I want to say a lot. I think one day won't be enough for us, but I will summarize. I worked a lot, diligently, to make my investments. I was a big practitioner who worked consistently without leaving my office for many years. One fine day, I go online and on social media and I see that Globa is recruiting participants for the championship. I thought, I'll called, and what I liked was this initial energy. Exactly what I wanted to hear from people. That's it. These are my people. I want to participate. It's the greeting, how they talk to you, how they invited you. Such a large-scale global event, they communicate so beautifully. I feel like an outsider. I am going. I will participate. I am signing up for global, for the championship. We are starting to get to know each other better. In my first championship, I take 4th place. Seeing all these winners on stage, I said to myself, yes, to take 4th place among 150 countries and different strong masters. Initially upset me, but then I realized that somewhere there was my mistake, a shortcoming. I need to work on myself, not blame the judges or anyone else, only myself, and improve my qualities in my work. I promised myself that I would prepare for a whole year, and next year, in 2023, I would be on stage and win a prize, no matter if it's for lips or eyebrows, it doesn't matter. But I really wanted to be on that stage, to be part of the global team. I honestly tell you sincerely that I really wanted to be in global. For me, it was such a vision for the future that it was my dream. To work in a team and in a place where there was truly fair judging, was honest. It just amazed me, and I fell in love with Andre's team. And the girls, they are all so neat, so cool, beautiful. And I said, that's it, I like it. I became so attached. I made such good friends. It felt like they were my family. The next year, I play the game Beat the Millionaire. You know what I noticed. I played this game virtually, but everything that happened in this game happened throughout the whole year in my life. I find myself again. I buy a second studio this year, and partner leaves me, and I start taking out loans again. I swim out, I buy him out, but already with Lazar, with my winnings, which I win at the Grand Prix in 2023, I find myself on this stage as the winner of Global. It is a great honor for me. I want to cry. Every time I rewatch these videos, it makes me so happy that this is my dream. Now I am 46 years old and finally I have achieved what I wanted. It was my dream. I am grateful to you. In fact, I have always wanted to work in a team so that someone would notice me. That there is such a Mariana who works, truly honestly approaches her work, and wants to develop and move forward. Thank you very much for being there.
Thank you. Mariana, calm down, calm down. So who do we have, Maria?
Can I add something? In 2019, I made a vision board, and there was global everywhere with my victory. And now I look at this vision board. It has come true, from start to finish. And global is everywhere for me. Now global is everywhere, 5 years later.
I am really a fan of Global, honestly. These are the people who gave me a very big future and a breakthrough to a new level of life. I just skyrocketed so much in 1 year that the whole world learned about me. And this is true. One shouldn't hide in their office doing this only for themselves. It's necessary to work in a team, to give each other this energy and support. Because alone you are nobody, but in a team the whole world will see you. This is true. Valuable words. Some kind of sign.
I am the one who said I am the sign today.
I have experienced this myself. You still have feelings very much.
Our next partner is, as you know, Maria Masha. Miashka. She's so cute. We decided that Masha will be our cutie. Karina most certainly told me that you will absolutely still be a cutie. Who remembers Masha and her suitcase? This is how you need to show yourself, right, Mas? Tell the suitcase story. It was found after all.
Yes, well, I'll start by saying, girls, honestly, I haven't been in this field for long. I've actually been in permanent makeup for 6 years. I'm quite an adventurer in life, to put it briefly. I graduated from an economic institute, well, a university, and I've been in my profession all my life. I was an economist, and at one point, I decided that I needed to take a little break, step away from work, so I got pregnant. I thought, well, I need something a bit less serious for myself, something calmer. I stepped away from work and trained in permanent makeup. I'm the kind of person who says I'm an adventurer and I just dive in without really thinking about the consequences and so on. And I kind of dove into this field. But I also have this quality. I attract situations. They always turn out well, always lead to a good result. But sometimes these situations can be complicated. At that moment, it seems like something went wrong. I feel disappointed and so on. But in the end, a kind of vortex is created around me. People gather around me, some kind of shell that surrounds me. That keeps me afloat and always brings me to the light. That is true. And throughout my life, I always get everything I want. Or, you know, I give thanks on every birthday. I always thank God. And I even write this down now, telling people that I have received everything I wanted. Absolutely. Including the husband I wanted. He didn't even know that I wanted him, but I got him. Yes, I'm serious. Somehow I dreamed about it, and I have everything I wanted. A car, a house, exactly that. I visualize and I transmit it somewhere out there into the cosmos. I receive exactly the thing or the matter that I want. And probably I myself didn't fully know what I wanted from the field of permanence. And how I met the company Global with Andre and so on, it was again some kind of extraordinary situation for me. First of all, Yulia contacted me through the Telegram channel. And, you know, this situation, the war and so on in the world, it's all very unsettling. At that moment, many people were writing to me through the Telegram channel and WhatsApp who were only investing in some exchange, something else, somewhere else. And here they write to me again. I think, God, scammers again. I don't understand. No, seriously, I think scammers. What else? Look, and Yulia told me, you know, we talked. I kind of made up my mind. I paid in advance. And then I think, scammers. You know, I seriously immersed myself in this situation that I transferred money to someone. Yes, I think, listen, I'm going to check who the speaker is because I think I know this one, I know that one now. I'll write to her personally and ask. Yulia says, no, Masha, everything there is okay, everything is fine. And in short, I decide, oh, well, I think whatever will be, will be. I decide to go to the scammers because I haven't heard about you. I've never heard of you at all.
Interesting story. I haven't heard such details.
Yes, you understand. Yes, I want to. And we are flying. At that time, we no longer had a direct flight. And we are flying through Brussels. And you know, we are leaving from Brussels. And when we land, my suitcases are left there. And for me, this was also such a first experience in life. We always try to fly direct flights. And then, suitcase. I arrive here, I come, I'm in tears because I realize that this is a disaster. It's not just some vacation, right? Well, otherwise, I would have just shrugged it off. And what difference does it make? And here I have my tools for work. Here I have all my outfits. I prepared so much. I have a dress code for every day. I have everything for 7 days. All my irons, and here nothing. I arrive, and my husband, by the way, also has just one pair of socks, one pair of underwear, and that's it. We are standing, and Yulia greets me. Masha, calm down. What's wrong? My God, I'll give you your underwear right now. Anything at all, really. You were talking about the team. Yes, that's something. You know, I'm not talking about the event itself. I still didn't know what it was about. But I have already met the team. I saw how much they really support. And I got everything I needed. All the events. I'm getting ahead of myself. I didn't receive my suitcase until the very last day. Got the suitcase on the very last day. When I really didn't need them anymore. I spent all these days without my things. But I received support. You can't imagine how much attention, care, and so on. And it was precisely I attracted such a situation to myself, which at that moment seemed so terrible. I thought, that's it. It can't get worse. What else could be worse? And, you know, I told my husband, I will sue everyone. And I will sue the company of these basically all of them, I think I will kill. And when I returned, I had the opportunity, you know, I really had the chance to even get insurance for this. But I just understand why complain to God, or when all of this turned out so well for me and not digging at all, I mean nothing.
If it weren't for this situation, what would happen?
Yes, exactly. And I think I won't sin here and write to someone else and do something about it. Well, and in short, I realize that this event is not even a congress at all. And I feel very sorry for my girls in Lithuania that this year I couldn't bring them here, but those are other reasons. But in reality, I tell everyone, and of course everyone gets very involved. They understand. That is, they don't understand. They can't even imagine, but for me, it was something different. It's not that it's a congress. Yes, we came, it was cold, there were a lot of people, we just listened to some presentations on topics relevant to us, yes, and then we dispersed. But here, it's really a community. Here you really get something like, well, VAT, yes, in Russian VAT, yes, added value.
Added products.
Yes, indeed, you gain knowledge from a completely different angle. And I can say I have grown a lot this year. For me, it was also a significant growth. Although, you see, I am really a person who is, how to say, both educated and, I mean, quite an adventurer. I dive in, I'm everywhere, I take on everything. Whatever life gives me, I take on everything. And right here, especially after this event, it gave me such huge growth. I reevaluated everything and everyone, and I am still growing, and I am with you, and I simply love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Andre. Thank you.
Yes, we are similar.
Very similar. How much do we resemble each other? I love you. Very much.
It's a bit warm, isn't it? Yulechka Honek, sweet, rosy, honey-like. Our regular participant from Malta, are they also your fan? A fan. Indeed. Dad, Badia, just hold it like this, together.
Hello, girls. Andre has already introduced me. I live in Malta, moved to Europe in 2010 because I decided to learn English to avoid paying for a spot in the administration of Sochi. So I went for a long time and stayed in Europe. That's how my adaptation and life in Europe began. I was engaged in completely different things and activities. As a result, I got married because of that. And my last name is Sweet. And one day I just didn't see any opportunity to do something that I would enjoy. And I decided, let me try to do my eyebrows. I went to all the permanent makeup artists at that time. in 2018, and I encountered definitely terrible service. That is, each of them either didn't spend enough time with me or sent me to a psychologist, or without letting me finish, they would turn around and leave. I remember that I jumped into my car once again, leaving some place, and I just said, if I were doing this job, I would kill you all with just the service. So in the end, I flew from Malta to Berlin to an amazing artist. She did my eyebrows, she had good service, I was being picky. She even allowed me to hold a mirror during the entire procedure. Mina Mansour, am a very difficult client, but not a toxic client. And because of that, I don't have difficult clients, because with my clients, I never even sigh, I don't roll my eyes, I don't raise my eyebrows. So I'm talking about service, I'm talking about business, I'm talking about how to sell yourself. My career started in 2019. I immediately opened a studio after I was trained. I was sitting there was no one around, and then COVID hit, COVID started, and I invented my technique for selling myself. Eventually, I bought a couple of online courses, my strategy, and flew to Global Permanent. I got to know Elena Nikora wonderfully, Andre, the global team, and the amazing managers. My career began to move and grow, and my perception and understanding of how everything works started with Global Permanent, for which I am also grateful, when I didn't win anything. But when I flew away, I realized that I had won so much. That is, I really gained an incredible number of acquaintances, support, and help. Lena won't let me lie. I wrote something many times, asked questions, and she replied to me. So it would have been impossible, of course, certainly without Global Permanent. And I say this at all conferences, I say it everywhere and to everyone, that this is my path. You can always go alone and go for a very long time. You can, as they say, all go together and reach very quickly, or if someone else supports you along the way. It all started with Global Permanent. Thank you very much. Well, basically, I am very happy to be here now. I am glad to be invited to become an ambassador at Pigment Podium. I am a little lost, still not quite understanding how and what. I am glad to participate, yes, to also hold brunches. I am interested in this topic. This topic is interesting to me both as an ambassador of the podium and for my personal recognition. I say it again, I am about service, I am about business. I want to one day quit permanent, well, as a profession, yes, a physical profession. This is my biggest goal, which should happen by the end of 2025. Thank you. Thank you, Anya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yulia, how is it correct? Why is your name Bonnin or Bonnin in English?
My name is indeed actually very difficult. In French, it sounds like Bonna.
Got it. Did everyone remember? Well, 1, 2, 3. Bonna, Bonna.
Like Bonna.
Normal. Closer, of course. And bananas. Closer.
Hold it closer. In Russian, my last name are often pronounced as Bonnin. I think it's simpler, right? So my name is Yulia Bonnin. I came here from France. In fact, I started my profession not so long ago. I got into permanent makeup during COVID, and I immediately started with Tricopigmentation. I accidentally ended up in this course completely by chance, absolutely not wanting to go there. And when I saw how Tricopigmentation is done, I realized it's amazing. I understood what else can be done there. And I traveled to all the other master classes, trainings, learned about eyebrows, lips, everything related to permanent makeup, scars, areola. It took off and I couldn't be stopped. What is most interesting for me? I have come to the realization that absolutely no one in the entire country of France truly knows how to do this. And now, thanks to the incredible guidance of Andre, I genuinely feel that it is indeed possible. Because I am not only a trainer but also a master, I feel that there is a significant opportunity to finally and effectively implement proper permanent makeup in the beautiful country of France. To showcase the absolutely right products to work with, and I see a very promising and big future in this.
I am with Oksana, who also lives in Nice. We are organizing a brunch that will take place on November 9th.
I am with Oksana, who also lives in Nice at the moment. Oh, sorry. Alicia also lives in Nice. We are organizing a brunch that will take place on November 9th. Anyone who wants to come, we invite everyone. It will also be very family-like and warm, just like I met you here. I really enjoy this company because it is indeed not easy to find your people in the business you work in, who resonate with you, who are as dear, warm, and close. I hope that if you want to come to us and join, it will be very pleasant. We will continue in the same spirit, developing permanent makeup in the same warm and family-like atmosphere.
Where everyone does not play role, right?
Yes,
Where one can be oneself. Thank you very much. It's not that we want to, we will.
thank you. It will be very pleasant for me.
Thank you very much. And you, Katina, didn't you say that it was your first time at Global? In what year?
Yes, I was at Global, if I'm not mistaken. Well, and I just graduated.
COVID, the 21st, 20th, or 21st?
Year 21 in Moscow.
I think it was the year 21 in Moscow.
An interesting story of how I got to know the Global Academy as it took place.
Training coaching course.
Well, of course, it's a very interesting story. I think we can...
Well, go ahead, tell me.
At the moment when everything just took off, I was teaching everything I saw, everything I wanted to study. By the way, I got into the Global Permanent Online Learning by Elena Nikora.
It was in COVID we launched this course.
Yes, to become a coach. I was just learning and I immediately wanted to become a coach.
Moreover, we had conditions, yes, that required at least a certain number of years.
Well, I don't remember, but I only remember through the individual consultation with you. And you were quite strict in filtering everyone out, taking no one. That's what I definitely remember.
That's true. And I saw that the conditions were very strict, and I really wanted it. So I wrote that I already had 4 years of experience.
Seriously? Yeah.
Ha ha ha. I wasn't even right. I lied. I didn't even think you were that strict.
Yes, I wrote that I had 4 years of experience, but I really wanted to study with Lena.
And you wrote 4 years in the application.
Yes, she really had it. She admitted it to me later.
And I was shaking, yes.
What is it called? For the good, right?
Yes, yes. And she admitted it later. I died with rage. You won't say anything. It was impossible to understand, that is, based on her work. Couldn't be said that the person was a beginner. That is, well, it really was like that. That's why. I laugh at this story. Thank you. It's cool.
Tell us how you got into this world. Permanente and Global. Hello. Hello, dear colleagues. My name is Olga Poli. I am from Prague. I have been in the beauty industry in Permanente and cosmetology for over 20 years.
Someone said, address the viewers of Channel 1. Hello, dear colleagues. My name is Olga Poli. I am from Prague. I have been in the beauty industry in permanent makeup and cosmetology for over 20 years. I have been living in Prague for over 15 years. I met Andrei in 2019 at a conference where I was... Oh God, wait. In 2015 at a conference where I was at the conference Zanima. Oh God, wait. I participated in the championship and took first place in eyebrows, powder shading. It was the first time unexpectedly for me, and I did not participate again. And this year we met again. Andre in Berlin. I learned about podium pigments earlier, but I didn't know this. Yes, from the global team, and by the way, I really enjoy working with these pigments. I arrived in Berlin. We got to know each other better, met Elena. In general, we already held the first podium brunch in Prague. Elena came to me. She helped me organize. And now I am moving forward with the podium pigments. I am also intentionally organizing, I don't know, in November we have a podium brunch planned if we gather people, but if not, then in December.
Definitely New Year.
Yes, it will be indeed beautiful. Everything will be decorated, and I think it will be great.
Thank you. Thank you. Valentina, will you invite her? Will you write to Valentina? Where to go so she doesn't get lost? Valeria. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, 2 words. That's it. Everyone else has already performed. I didn't hear anyone. I didn't hear anyone. So what? It's unfair. I'm coming from the road. Come on, the road. Just bring the microphone closer to you. Can I do this without a microphone right away? This is not for you. Come on. This is for the first channel. Look over there.
Girls, hello. My name is Valeria.
I live in Germany, originally from Moldova. I have been doing permanent makeup for 5 years, but I started actively 2 years ago when I realized that my work didn't look the way I wanted. There was no naturalness, and I wasn't achieving the results I liked. I started attending master classes, achieved the status of a trainer, and the podium pigment team somehow reached out to me right when I was taking the trainer course and asked if I wanted to collaborate. I initially said no, but then I was very touched by the name.
So you said no, or what?
The first time I said no because I wasn't a trainer at that time and wasn't ready to become a partner. But I immediately ordered all of Maria's pigments for myself to try, and I was very pleased.
Did you ask Maria for it for free?
No, certainly indeed, yes indeed.
This is just our pain with Maria.
No, please wait.
I ordered it right away for money.
Well, Maria sent me how to become a partner. She said if I order a full set, I get 10% off. And of course it affects, and everyone wants discounts, and I ordered a full set for a 10% discount. Then Elena Nikora wrote to me, let's join us for the podium brunch. I couldn't calm down, had a meeting scheduled for Eye Color Day, where I was invited, and what Lena wrote to me really affected me, and I fought until the last moment to get there. We made it. It wasn't easy, but we made it. And now I am very happy to be a partner in the company, in the team. And although there are difficulties, many know, many do not know, I am ready to go all the way with the team that supports me.
This is key. Thank you, Katya.
Thank you. I can confirm how Valeria demonstrated during the hunt, how she performed.
Valeria, when she meticulously organized her delightful brunch event, thoughtfully invited both of you, her cherished and dear friends, from various different communication channels to Germany for the prestigious and renowned World's event. And I thought, great, let's go. Our two ambassadors will represent at the same event.
You know, I heard that Mariana and Valeria created the coolest resort and showcased the coolest work.
Yes, I heard too. And Oksana was there. Remember? That's how you met them. You told me that story. What was he like? I approached the second one, asking what pigment. I approached again, asking what the podium was about.
What a gorgeous color. She also did a covering, right?
She also did a covering, right? Valeria, yes, the covering. I was in shock. I needed to demonstrate my technique because I studied at the SCAP Academy. I am a specialist, and everyone works with the technique sword to the neck.